Hello and a ho 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 ho. Today we've reached day number 24 in our Advent adventure, which means that this is the end. This is it. We've made it. We made it through together. How amazing is that? A huge thank you to everyone who's watched. A huge thank you to everyone who's commented and shared the videos and, is it boosted them or hyped them? I can't remember. A few people have done that, so thank you, thank you, thank you. I will also be filming a finale video for the 12 Days of Christmas Barbie collab that I was doing with Kim over at the Dolls, the Witch and the Wardrobe. So please keep an eye out for that if you're following that collaboration. Yesterday, in our 24 Days of Christmas Advent Calendar, we got this dress for our faux Barbie here, which is actually quite nice. It's not too bad. I did mention at the time I was a bit concerned with the placements of these ribbons at the top, but they're kind of okay. I've actually given her this beret, which was sent to me by Millie over at Millie Dolly Dame, and she actually made that herself. It was originally meant to be for Draculaura. It actually fits other dolls as well, so that's cute. And I kind of felt this was a bit sort of a French look maybe, and a bit sort of spring-like, but not so spring-like that she doesn't need a hat, possibly. Also, it kind of covers up her hair. I have tried to give it a bit of a brush because it was getting a bit kind of weird and fluffy, and I've tried to sort of redo the ponytail bit at the back. It's not amazing. I think it's a bit better. There's also a lot of kind of really weird sort of long wispy bits at the back, so it could probably do with having a bit of a trim at some point. But that's a job for after Christmas. So look, there she goes. So that is her. And also from our Advent bag of joy and dreams, we got these items for this gal here. So this is Life's a Beach Nima. I don't know if this is her original wig or not, but this is the wig that she came in to me. I got a second hand. So the other thing I wanted to show you was, we had a dress earlier on. I can't remember what day it was now, but it was basically a purple version of a grey dress that we'd already had. That version seemed a bit bigger than the grey version. And because essentially this doll's outfit was stolen by another Nima, and it was actually suggested to me by our girl One in the comment section that I could actually try the purple dress on a curvy doll. So I did that, and this is what we've got. And I think she actually looks really good in this. I've given her a different pair of boots as well, because she does have flat feet, so I had to try and find something for her to wear on her feet. But this goes very nicely with her hair and everything. I think it's a very pretty look, and it's a very kind of like Sugar Plum Fairy kind of look for her, I think. But yeah, I'm very happy with that. And obviously she did, you know, she did lose an outfit, so she deserved something, even though, you know, the body so this isn't amazing. It's still very pretty on her. So I'm very happy with that. So now, without further ado, let's pop Nima to one side as well. And we're going to move Faux Barbie over to the side, just there. And let's see what we've got in the calendar today. Obviously, we don't have very much left. We have literally one window, and it's right down here at the bottom. It's a very odd shape, I have to say. I don't know what's going to be stuffed in there. I'm presuming something spectacular. Who knows? It could be another outfit, but she's had so many. We've been very lucky with this calendar in many ways. We've had a lot of clothing for her. A lot of it possibly is not to our taste, or at least my taste, but I'm sure for a child, if they were to get this, it would be very, very nice for them to get so many clothes for them. But we've also had accessories. We've had loads of shoes. I think we've got 6 lots of shoes in the end, and a couple of bags, including this one, which obviously we're all a big fan of, the octopus style purse. I can only imagine what we're going to get in the last window. So without further ado, and I don't know how many times I can say that, let's actually open the window. Here we go. So there's something pink in here. which kind of doesn't want to come out. So what we've got is, and I'm going to bring it up to the camera, we seem to have a sort of suitcase, a very small suitcase, with a ribbon that's kind of a bit wonky. There we go, that's better. We do have a handle. It seems a little small, I would say, for Faux Barbie. She's obviously travelling with Ryanair because the case is so small. If you know, you know, that's all I'm saying. Does this actually open? Yes, it does open. And there's nothing inside. I was hoping we might actually get some earrings for her because she does have pierced ears and no earrings. So that's interesting. Also, the size of this in comparison to the clothes that she's got, she's not getting one of those princess ball gowns into this. I doubt she's going to get anything into this. Maybe, you know, a shoe or two, but yeah, it's not the biggest. Let's compare it to her and see what kind of size this is. Okay, so it is very small. Even the fact that it's got this kind of handle thing, she can't reach the handle. She'd have to bend down to actually wheel it around like that. So she could probably just have it in her arm. I don't know. It's a very strange piece. It looks very out of proportion to the rest of her, and certainly to the kind of the rest of the accessories that we've had. She can hold like that. It's okay. It's kind of a shame this was the last thing. It's not a horrible piece, and I'm sure, you know, a child could use it for something. It would probably be better with a smaller doll, perhaps, because I think for her size, it doesn't really work. But yeah, so that is it. It's two colours at least. We've got a bit of detail on there. We've got that ribbon on the front, which kind of goes a bit wonky from side to side, and we have a handle. We've got wheels, but they're moulded on and they don't work. But yeah, it's a bit of a letdown for the last window there. One other thing I forgot to mention, I'd said it in an earlier video, and I'd had a few suggestions for this, and we thought we should give her a name for Christmas because it's not really fair. She's known as Faux Barbie, but it seems a bit mean. I was kind of thinking Holly would be a good name. However, Sarah Selleck 3738 came with a few good ones, and the one name that really stuck out to me was Eula. Obviously a play on Yule. So I'm going to call her Eula. I mean, I'm going to call her Eula, but it's literally, you'll probably never see her again now. So here's Eula going off. She's going to put a beret on. She's probably going to Paris now, I would imagine, because it's very Emily in Paris. I suppose the beret doesn't help. But there she goes. So she's going to go and try and catch her flight, if she can. She's having to run. There she goes, very quickly. So, now that she's left us, it's time to open the last parcel in our homemade advent calendar, which I think has been very successful. I don't know if I could redo it in a way, because a lot of this stuff I bought over years and not actually opened. So it's going to be weird if I'm buying stuff specifically to put in it for next time. That said, I do think that this was probably a very good idea, and I did enjoy doing it. I also like the fact that, at least with this, you do get a variety of different dolls to kind of put the clothes on, rather than, oh, these will only fit Barbies or these will only fit Blythe. It was kind of nice having the mix, and also having outfits and stuff for the 1/4 scale dolls as well. We know what the last parcel is in here. It is for a Blythe, and I think I'm going to need the assistance of 2 dolls for this, because I'm pretty sure that this one is a double whammy, only because it seems a bit thicker. And I know that there was one item I bought, and basically 2 items had been put together, because I bought both and they were both in the same packaging. So look, let's just get it open rather than me ramble on. Okay, so this was also from Woolly Rockers, just so we know. Let's put this to one side. So we've got a dress with a kind of skull and crossbone on it. It's a red dress, very nice. Obviously, it's probably the kind of the same design as the dress we had previously, the one that Lavendula Babe wore. But that's fine because, you know, we like that dress. It was very, very nicely put together, and the fabric on this one is very cute as well. And obviously the pattern is very small, so it goes very well on that size doll. Along with this, we've also got this. So this is also Woolly Rocker. We've got a jumper with a roll neck and a skull and crossbone on it. And we've also got a skirt here, which has again got skulls on it. Let me get this stuff out, we can have a closer look at them. So here we go. So these are the kind of, I was going to say two pieces, but it's two outfits really. So as I said, we've got this really cute dress here. Obviously very nicely sewn, all the hems, you know, everything's finished off very well with some really, really dinky pleating along the front of the bodice there. If I turn it over, it basically has a snap at the top there, and it is lined on the inside as well. So that is going to be nice to get on a doll. It's also a little bit alternative as well, which is quite cool. Also, the colour does scream Christmas, even if, you know, the whole skull and crossbones maybe is less festive and more Halloween, perhaps. Speaking of skull and crossbones, we've also got this here. So this is, I love this colour. It's so nice. Also, and I don't want to bring it up again, but it goes very well with the octopus handbag that we had. Let's move that out of the way. So this is, again, very nicely knitted. We've got a roll neck. We've also got two press studs at the back to kind of do it up. And with the skirt, so we've got this green with skulls all over it, which is very nice. And we've got Velcro at the back. I've had skirts like this before from Woolly Rocker, and basically you can use the inside as the outside, so they're kind of a bit reversible, which is really handy, I think. And you know, if you think it's kind of overdone with the skulls, you could literally wear it inside out. So we need two dolls today to get these on. So let me go and grab two. So here we are. I've got Rune, because I couldn't do 24 Advent videos without at least having Rune in one of them. So I think we're going to put Rune in this outfit here. I've had similar stuff from Woolly Rockers, and this will fit her. I believe also the dress would fit her as well, and it's a really nice shape as well for her, because she does have kind of a bigger sort of butt and stuff like that, and that will work very well on her. This dress I'm actually going to put on this gal here. This is Arledge Timekeeper. She's never been out of her stock, like so many of my dolls. I think this will go really nicely with her, and she's kind of got these black and white stockings on, which I'm probably going to keep. And she's wearing these boots. These were not her boots. Her boots went to Quintessential Journey, who had her Library Muse makeover earlier in the Advent Calendar. These boots are actually Lavandula Babes, so I think these are going to work fine with this as well. I might change the shoes. I don't know. I think they're okay. I think the white as well is going to work nicely with the white of the skull and crossbones. This dress, similarly to Rune, would also fit a Daisy doll, and this is another one from Woolly Rockers. Again, it's the same design, but because all the kind of the prints are so different, they look like different dresses. This one is very cute. It's got obviously sort of vinyl and drums and other sort of musical instruments all over it, and yeah, it does fit her quite nicely actually. So, you know, if you do have any of these outfits, you can use them on other dolls which are kind of smaller. Obviously they wouldn't work on a Barbie, but yeah, if you have any dolls which are a bit smaller, like Lika-chan or Blythes, if their bodies are the same proportion, they will easily fit into them. So let's put Daisy away and let's get these dolls into these new clothes. So here we go. These are the final two looks from our Advent Calendar for 2025. What do you think? This fits very nicely on her. It does feel a little bit tighter, I think, than the other ones, but it still kind of clips up and everything, and that's not an issue. I really love the shape of these dresses as well. The way that they kind of like, they come out at the sides and you don't really feel like you need to put anything underneath to kind of poof them up. I have left the tights on like I said I was, but I did change the shoes only because I thought having something a bit smaller on the feet would be able to show off the black and white stripes of the tights there. So that is her. I kind of wish I could do something with the hair. I might have to start practicing in the new year with what I'm going to do with Blythe hair, because it is very long and it's normally quite thick as well. So you kind of need to do something. I think just having it loose, it does get in the way quite a bit. But anyway, look, I think she looks great in this. And then here is Rune. So I left her tights on as well, and these shoes were 3D printed from a free pattern from Isabel Anderson, who created Rune. And they were actually 3D printed and made for me by Beth Ramsden over at Beth Ramsden, who I'm sure you're all aware of. They go very nicely with the rest of this look because it is, of course, quite green. We've got this very cute jumper here. The only thing I would say is just be careful when getting it on the hands of your doll, because obviously the thumbs, which are sticking out on both her hand and on the Blythe hand, could easily get kind of stuck in there. So just kind of take your time and ease it on. It'll be fine. You just have to be a bit careful with it, that's all. And we've got the cute skirt here. I thought we'd show the skulls rather than just the green backing, but obviously that is still an option. I think she looks fabulous. She looks quite sort of cosy for the winter season, of course. So, look, let's bring Faux-Barbie or Eula back so we can have a fun look at her as well. So here we go. We've got a full house for this one. She obviously came today with this kind of case, which was a bit disappointing. It's a shame that they didn't end on an outfit. Maybe that sort of Santa one that she had, I think on day 12, they could have saved that for day 24, and she could have had it, you know, in time for the big day. But no, we got a suitcase instead, which, to be honest, isn't even that great for her. It would probably work with a smaller doll, to be honest. Maybe, I don't know, like a Pippa size, or maybe even work with Blythe. It still seems a bit small. I guess it's kind of nice as a prop, perhaps, rather than something you can actually use. What are your final thoughts on these three looks that we've got today? Let me know as normal down in the comments below. Also, I want to take this time to wish you good tidings for the season, whatever it is you celebrate. I hope you have a nice cosy, relaxing time and that you're safe. Also, I know Christmas is not always a great time for everyone, and as usual, I will be putting some contact details in the description box below in case you feel the urge or you need to reach out to anyone. And most of those sort of numbers and stuff you'll be able to contact all year round, not just during this festive period. So once again, thank you for joining me for this adventure, this Advent adventure. I'm pretty sure there will be another one next year, but for now, I'm signing off. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you in the next one. So, until then, take care. Ho, ho, ho. Bye.